What's up, you guys? Back on another video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel and also how you guys doing. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And yeah, all right. So basically, this is gonna be a reaction towards Cassie and Diddy. So basically, we're gonna start off with this Instagram post that came from No Jumper page, and then we're gonna go on YouTube for the same clip, I think, but different, like for more background information. All right. So basically, in this post, I'm gonna read the caption first. It says during her testimony, Cassie Ventura revealed she would. I'm gonna try to be very PG. Okay, she would rub other man's bodily fluids on Diddy's chest during their alleged freakoffs. All right. So and it says it right here also. Cassie reveals that she would rub men's bodily fluids, whatever, on Diddy's chest during alleged freakoffs. And you might think, because like there was a CNN video, right, that Cassie is running after having an argument with Diddy, and he still looks like he just came out the shower with his robe still on, and he managed to catch it up to Cassie, and then they get into a physical fight, and that's like the whole general of the video of that's how it goes. My perspective on this is that Cassie was involved in this from the start. Had to be. Because why would she just like now reveal that she was doing these type of activities um at Diddy's party or multiple parties? And I saw a post, right, that she would no Diddy would tell Cassie to go in a pool, inflated pool filled with baby oil, and I guess like she would do that, like offer it. I don't know if that was like one of their kinks, like, cause like sometimes they try to spice up their relationship, and like but that's really weird like that. But like you would this post, I mean, what I said before about like her getting in a pool of baby oil, I'm not saying that's normal, but this caption from No Jumper, that's not normal, like at all. Like seriously. And from the CNN video that we watch, it sounds like you was in distress, like you was a damsel in distress. Like this man Diddy was just like a villain and somebody that you just wanted to get away from. So I'm thinking, right, like after all this had happened, she had a change of thought where like she had this realization that Diddy was just not a good guy, and she wanted to back out, and Diddy didn't like that, and so um he confronted her, and then that's what happened with the whole argument and um physical abuse and whatnot. So now we're gonna check this YouTube video out that says that the title is Cassie cries in court during Diddy's trial. Sick details. I think that says Al B. Shore says Diddy tried to unalive him. Okay, so I don't know who Al B is, but let's just check out this video and give our thoughts and opinions.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. P. Diddy's trial has started, and I tell you, the details so far have been crazy already. Diddy right now is facing some serious charges. The feds hit him with a racketeering charge, a trafficking charge, and also a charge relating to transportation to engage in prostitution. And if Diddy is found guilty on all these counts, he could be facing life in prison. Now, the prosecutors did show the footage where Diddy was beating down his.
Like that's really crazy. Like that this man was getting away scot free all those years, and now like you guys happen to just like get a warrant and like get inside his house and like find all this evidence. Like, and the evidence consisted of 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Seriously, what was he doing with 1,000 bottles of baby oil? We don't know. And there was some other stuff that I cannot say in the camera, like seriously, because that is just it's just sick, like seriously. So, all right.
His ex-girlfriend Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel, and one of the security guards who intervened during that incident did give a testimony and said that Diddy was shouting at her and telling her not to leave, and he even said that Diddy tried to bribe him, but he turned it down. He also said that Cassie had a bruised eye, but Diddy's defense team did kind of grill him, and they pointed out the fact that some of the stuff that he was saying was not written down in his initial incident report. So there is some discrepancy there. Diddy's defense also downplayed the idea that Diddy bribed him because the security guard was complaining about the damages. So they basically argued that Diddy was offering money to pay for the damages.
I really don't understand that. Like seriously, like first, like you're a celebrity that you could like have so much money, and you would want other people that witness like you doing those actions that is not like what was I gonna say that is not like that's not right. Like so like you try to bribe the doorsman like of that hotel like to just keep quiet. He had the right mindset to say that this is not right. Like what's going on is not right. So I wouldn't have taken Diddy's money also because like I don't believe in physical violence or domestic violence like altogether. So I don't like seeing that. So like seeing Diddy like trying to offer me money to basically put hands on a woman is crazy. Like seriously, like like you could keep your money to yourself, and I'll just go ahead and do what I have to do. Like seriously, I'm not saying ignore it like anything that's going on, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna do something, and you're gonna have to just pay the repercussions. And then what was I was gonna say? Shit. But I was gonna say something else too. Yeah, I was going to say that Cassie, this is not me being a simp or anything, but like there are these good looking girls that be really in bad relationships, and y'all choose a relationship that y'all decide to like be in with that person, and like everybody crashes out at any moment. Like you might think he's the right guy or she's the right woman. Anybody could crash out at any moment. That's all I gotta say.
Not to bribe him. Now, the prosecutors brought up a second witness, and this was kind of crazy. The second witness was a male escort named Daniel Phillip, and he said that he participated in multiple freak-off sessions with Diddy and Cassie. Now, if you remember in Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy, she claimed that Diddy would arrange for her to sleep with men while he sat and watched and jacked off in the corner. That is what they would call their freak-off sessions. And Cassie did also say that she was the one who would actually select the escorts upon Diddy's instruction. This escort in particular, Daniel Phillip, claimed that Cassie paid him. He showed up at the hotel. He thought that he was going to strip for a bachelorette party. Come to find out, he walked into a private freak-off party and Cassie offered him money, and then she told him to rub her down with some baby oil, and they started getting nasty. And meanwhile, Diddy was in a corner with a bandana covering his face, and he was just watching, sitting there
No, I want to know, like, was this because, I mean, was this like based on like love, or do you have a gun pointed to the back of your head or something? Because like, if this is based on love, then that's a different way of love. That's a really like different way method of love, because like I've this is the first time of me like hearing a female doing all this for Diddy. Like, she's not trying to get signed by Diddy. Like, she just wants like his love, his affection, his attention, all that. So doing this, you have no gun pointed to the back of your head, like willingly, is crazy. And the male escort, like, he's getting paid regardless. So like, he's still. It's not like he got like led into like smashing another guy. I think that's when he would just pack up and left. Like, shit, if I was in his place and I got the chance to smash Cassie instead of another guy, look, I gotta pay regardless. Like, seriously. Look, it's not right. I don't know why I'm laughing, but yo, I'm just saying something. Like, this was a man and a woman, so, like, getting it down. Like, that's it.
Jacking off. Diddy would also record them and tell them to rub more baby oil on each other. And the escort did say that these freak off encounters would last up to 10 hours and he would
But I'm not letting another guy watch me from afar while I'm smashing like his girl. Cause that's a trap just waiting to happen. Like, seriously. Like, the boyfriend is just sitting from afar, and he's watching his girl get smashed by another guy that does this professionally.
get paid up to $6,000 in cash. And rarely did they use condoms. Whew. So can you imagine the STDs?
The big
Whew. And one time, Cassie asked the escort to give her a golden shower. This is what the escort Daniel Phillips said. He said, Cassie was actually the one who asked me to urinate on her. She asked me if I ever done that before. She told me to do it. Apparently, I was doing it wrong because they both told me. Also, the escort Daniel did say that he did witness Diddy put his hands on Cassie a number of times. One time, Diddy threw a glass bottle at her and dragged her by her hair into another room. And Daniel said she was screaming. He said, I could hear what sounded like him slapping her. She was screaming, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And then he heard Diddy tell Cassie, be when I tell you to come, come now, not later. Now, the escort Daniel did not enter.
Look, I feel like they're gonna explain why he didn't intervene, but you watching all this happen, you listening to all this happen, that's abuse. Like, seriously, that's abuse, like, in the making. Um, I know it's not really your place, but I'm not being no bystander or no witness into domestic abuse or physical abuse. Like, I'm not. Like, seriously, if I see one couple in a physical altercation, like, and it's mostly the man doing like all the hitting and whatnot, I'm not like just watching that happen. So like, Daniel, you a wrong person for just like letting that happen. Like, seriously, like, you're a wrong person for taking the money in the first place. I understand what you thought wasn't really what happened, but still, nah, you wrong for that. Like, you should have after like the slapping or like the abuse, like in general, like, done something.
Intervene or call the police because he was scared. He was scared that if he did something, Diddy would take his life. And he didn't want that to happen. And also, he detailed another incident where Diddy was slapping Cassie behind the bedroom doors and she was screaming. And then he left the hotel room and Cassie jumped into Daniel's lap and she started crying. And then she started kissing him, and their kissing turned into them having a full-blown intercourse. And then Diddy's freaky self pops up out of nowhere and starts watching them again. So that was a good bulk of the escort's testimony. It was very graphic. It was so graphic that Diddy's daughters had to leave the courtroom. And honestly, I don't know why Diddy would even want his children there. It's just not appropriate. And I don't agree with him trying to use his children to soften his image for the jury. Now, I want to get into Cassie's testimony because this is, in fact, important. Now, Cassie was in a 10-year relationship with Diddy, and it was very volatile. Cassie actually sued Diddy in 2023 and accused him of SA, DV. She claims he drugged her, violated her, and did all types of heinous stuff to her. And Diddy did settle that $30 million lawsuit within a day. And of course, that made him look guilty because that was the fastest settlement in entertainment history. And this lawsuit actually led the feds to investigate Diddy and also arrest him. So Cassie's lawsuit and her testimony are very important. And like I mentioned before, Diddy is facing racketeering charges. And basically, he's being accused of running a criminal enterprise and using bribery and arson and trafficking and all sorts of crimes under his company. And also, he's facing another charge for sex trafficking and also transporting prostitutes across state lines to engage in sex. So that is illegal. And Cassie's testimony actually strengthens the prosecutor's case.
But like when I saw this picture on like Instagram, like I thought like Cassie like she's like pregnant like right now, like because the way that this sketch artist like really drew like this court case, like it looks like she's with child right now. Like why does her stomach look so bloated? Like seriously. But and again, like in my eyes, it just portrayed Diddy as like the pimp, and like Cassie was like the main chick and all this. Like I can't really like say for sure for Cassie's perspective is like you get hit multiple times by this person, and then you try to play victim to the male escort, and then you and the escort he no the escort sues you, and you and that escort managed to just smash each other um after the whole emotional like support just goes on. All that information gave me comparison towards that new movie with Mikey Madison. If some of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but the movie's called Anora, and it's based on this female escort, right? And at the end, I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm not trying to expose the movie for you, but basically at the end, um, she realizes that her life is messed up, and she she tries to get one of the client's bodyguard um to soothe her, like when she like just starts crying out of nowhere, and then just ends up like smashing that bodyguard, but then feels guilty after doing that because he doesn't want that. It's a weird movie. Like it's called Anora, so you guys just go check it out. Like
Against Diddy because she admitted that Diddy had his staff provide her with drugs for their freak-offs. And some of these drugs were illegal, like ecstasy, that's not legal. Diddy would also use travel agents who worked for his company to arrange for escorts to fly in for the freak-offs. And their freak-offs would take place in different states and different countries. So they were flying prostitutes in, and that is actually illegal too. So Diddy was using his network of people and his enterprise to basically engage in crimes. And this is what's going to cook Diddy. Yes, he's violent and yes, he's freaky, but those are just descriptions of his character. However, it's these crimes that are going to have him locked up for life. Now, Cassie hit the stand and she broke down in tears, y'all. She talked about how she met Diddy. You know, she was an aspiring singer. She met him when she was 19 years old and he was in his mid 30s, close to 40. And of course, since she was signed to him, he had this power over her. He had power over her career.
it's kind of giving me like the same relationship that Aaliyah had with R. Kelly, but that was way worse because Aaliyah was 15 at the time, and R. Kelly was 30. So Cassie is of age at the age of 19, and like Diddy was 40. So like that's still a big age gap, but that's still wrong.
And her choices, and he also lured her into having a romantic relationship with him. And Cassie admitted that she was in love with Diddy. She was enamored by his fun, outgoing personality. However, she didn't know that he had a dark, devious side. She said that he would frequently put his hands on her and he would leave injuries all over her body. She said sometimes if she even looked at him wrong, he would knock her in the face. So he was very temperamental and moody at times. And also, she said she was shocked when Diddy introduced her to these freak-offs. Diddy liked to watch his partners sleep with other men. That is how he got his rocks off, right? So he wanted Cassie to do that. And at the time, Cassie was young, she was inexperienced, and she didn't really open up until Diddy gave her some ecstasy. And that's when she got lured into the freak off lifestyle, okay? Now, some people would argue that she was complicit because she picked the escorts and she oftentimes paid them, but she claims that she did it under Diddy's instruction. And at first, Diddy was the one who was picking the escorts, but then he gave her the task to do it. And she would have to find them off of Craigslist or Backpage, and Diddy would have to approve. But Diddy was really the one who was orchestrating all of the freak-offs. He was the one who set up how he wanted it done. He was recording her. There was like tons of blackmail footage that they both recorded. And she claims that she didn't really know how to refuse the freak-offs because she didn't know how Diddy would react. Diddy was moody. He was
Again, like you're also a celebrity yourself. Like I understand that Diddy is like bigger than you, but like in the music industry, but like still like if you have people that is willing to have your back, like do something. Like seriously, like you just you decide to like give in instead of like doing what is right. And you should have known something was off. Like when like you chose the people for these free calls and what Diddy's plan or idea for the free calls was different from what you wanted to do for those free calls. Like both minds were like somewhere else. Like yours and Diddy's mind for these free calls were somewhere else.
temperamental. She was scared that he would get mad or violent, and she also didn't want to be rejected because in her mind she was in love with him. So it's clear that she had some form of Stockholm syndrome. The freak offs were humiliating. It made her feel disgusting. She actually broke down in tears when she talked about it. She was always drugged up when she did the freak offs too. She was always either on ecstasy, coke, or mushrooms, and she drank alcohol, and she would be doing freak offs for days at a time. The longest freak off session was like over 4 days, and she had to take coke to keep her going. Like, it was a lot. And Diddy loved to see Cassie get peed on. He liked the escorts to pee on her, and not to mention he was obsessed with baby oil. He wanted Cassie and
Look, if you got a sick fetish for females getting like golden showered on, it has me to think that like did you in the past like have like a best friend relationship with R. Kelly? Because how he gonna be like the one that like started the whole golden shower and then you just happen to just have that as one of your fetishes for Cassie? Make it make sense. Like I feel like the correlation between R. Kelly and Diddy, like there has to be a correlation there because like he was the one that was known for golden showers, and Diddy just happened to just have a fetish for them.
his escorts glistening in baby oil. Cassie said they used 10 bottles of baby oil per freak-off session. And one time Diddy had Cassie get into a pool full
Yeah.
of baby oil. It was just crazy.
Yeah, no.
Her testimony was really intense, and she has more testimony left. She will be cross-examined by Diddy's defense team, but as far as I'm concerned, Diddy is cooked. Now, I do want to talk about this because some days ago,
I'm sorry, but like I can't really make Cassie like to be like the victim and like she didn't do anything wrong. Like I feel like she should be put on trial like as well because like she was an accomplice. Like she was like doing these things on behalf of Diddy, but like she was also like the partner. She was the Harley Quinn to Diddy's Joker. Like seriously, or um I don't know if the Riddler had a love interest in Gotham. I'm gonna just say the Harley Quinn to the Riddler or the Diddler because like everybody on social media is calling him the Diddler, but the Riddler in those comics didn't really have a love interest. Like if I'm not like mistaken.
the R&B singer Albie Shore revealed that he believes that Diddy was behind his medical crisis that almost ended his life. He thinks Diddy tried to take him out. Now, if you don't know, back in 2022, Albie Shore collapsed and fell into a coma for 2 months, and he suffered from multiple organ failure. And it really is a miracle that he was able to make it out alive. But he got a liver transplant and he recovered, and now he's alive to tell his story. And he is dropping a tell-all book called Do You Believe Me Now? And he is alleging a lot of things. And he is saying that Diddy tried to take him out because he was about to tell it all.
I was ignored. There was the most expensive PR campaign against me to shut me down. If you actually knew what they did to me, there was a bounty on my head. There was a bunch of stuff.
So do you think specifically then that Sean Diddy Combs or people affiliated with him did something to you that caused you to have multi-organ failure?
I believe this to be the case, yes. Absolutely.
Wow.
My first time saying it.
Are you concerned that he still has power outside of incarceration?
Remember, I'm the only one who spoke up, and I'm the only one left alive.
Albie
Yeah, so like no, that's not what her question was. Like he said that before like the whole like multiple organs failing and him like collapsing and landing in a coma. Basically she asked like for that bounty that went on, is that bounty still in effect? Like can Diddy still have people try to like do you dirty again? Like seriously, because like if I got the second chance after 2 months in the hospital, if I got the second chance, I would just restart my life and just stay far from this whole Diddy situation. Like, but in Al B. Shore's case, like he's trying to be a hero. Like I understand that everybody wants to be a hero, but that's not the case. Like Diddy is a powerful person. So if he made you dirty before and that's how like you got landed in the hospital, he could do it again. Like seriously, even though he's behind bars, he could do it again.
Shore also believes that Diddy might have been behind his ex Kim Porter's death. It was widely reported that Kim passed from pneumonia, but there are some people who don't believe that. There are people who believe that Diddy had Kim Porter taken out because she was about to write a tell-all book about him.
Yes, many, many years ago, I posted some information that was, basically trying to save my life. And thank goodness to my ex, the wonderful Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, who, kind of warned me all along the way to, just kind of watch your back, so on and so forth. And I didn't understand why.
Because of Diddy.
Basically.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other prior to her passing.
So this once again adds fuel to the theories that Kim Porter did not pass from natural causes, but she was actually unalived and allegedly unalived by P. Diddy. Now, we don't really know if it's true, but the fact that Albie Shore is kind of, I guess, vaguely hinting at it, it does make me wonder, you know? But anyway, tell me what you all think about this whole mess down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care.
All right. Let me know what you guys thoughts are, like y'all perspective, like about this whole like Diddy trial. Like, do y'all believe Cassie? Even though she played victim like multiple times, but still volunteered herself like in these freak-offs and in these actions as well. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, and share to all social media platforms. Don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos, and stay tuned for the next reaction.